welcome back to another Tuesday Tips and Tricks. This week we are going to show you how to cut into our harder paraffin wax to make things like pillar and votive candles. You're going to need a couple of tools to do this. The first thing that you're going to need is some sort of a hammer like this, and then a box cutter, utility knife, whatever you like to call it. We're going to use these tools to score the wax and then hit it and break it off. Okay, so next we are going to show you how you can cut the harder waxes. As you can tell, this is a very hard wax. This is actually the IGI 4826. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to use our box cutter / utility knife, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to use the blade to score the wax right here a few times. And then what we're going to do is take a little hammer to it and just hope that it breaks off on the line. Sometimes it can kind of break off a little extra piece, but that's why we want to make sure that we really score the wax well with the box cutter. Now you want to be really careful with this. These blades are very sharp, so you want to make sure that you're keeping all of your fingers and everything away from the blade, just so you can protect your skin. So I'm going to kind of turn this at an angle so I can get good leverage on it, but as you can see, I'm just using the blade here to cut into the wax, and I'm just going to kind of go over it several times, and I'll probably even turn it around the other way just to make sure we're getting a really good score line. Turn it this way, just trying to get a nice even cut. Okay, I'm going to close up my blade and put that to the side. Now normally I would just take this and put this like on the edge of my work table and take the hammer to it. And just with the way that our camera is set up and everything, you really wouldn't be able to see it if I did it that way. So I've actually got a case of wax here just so I can kind of use this like I would my table edge. And I'm going to put this on the edge here, and I'm going to kind of line up that score mark with the edge of the box, and then I'm going to just take my little hammer here and start tapping down the edge here that we're trying to cut from the rest of the slab. See it starting to go a little bit. I'm going to keep tapping it. Okay, so as you can see, it did break off an extra piece here. You can continue to score that again just to try to get it, if you need a nice clean line for some reason, or you're just trying to be a little bit more accurate with the amount of wax that you're cutting. But I'm going to put it right here. Perfect. So now we have that entire piece that I wanted to cut off of my slab, and it's almost a perfect cut. I mean, it's a little jagged here, but that's not a big deal. So this is the recommended way to do this. However, one of my favorite ways to do this is to actually just keep the slab of wax in the little bag that it came in, or put it in a plastic bag and just take it out to my sidewalk and throw it on the ground a couple of times. It actually will break it up into kind of chunks like you can see here. And sometimes I'll even take my hammer and just kind of tap on it in the bag if I need even smaller pieces. Okay guys, that's all for today. We hope you enjoyed this week's tips and tricks. Come back next week and we'll show you more.